Alright, slideshow number 5. What we're going to do is start working on the shifter. I could put a 2-speed automatic in it, but I ended up deciding to do with it. This is I believe it was a B&M shifter. I used the box it came in to use as a pattern because it fit real good in there. So here's my pattern that I'm making. I put it in steel, flipping the edges over with a radius bender. Got the 2 pieces here going. Hold it up there to see how it's going to look. Made it fit the bottom of the floor and stuff. Add a little section through the middle of it to space it out. Also the top there, you can see it's another little round area to help fit that, to finish the final fit there. And we put a bead roll along the side of it to give it some artwork looking. Here I'm building the gas tank. I rolled it all the way around, put the seam on the top. I'm going to put it right behind the seat, so the wheel welds are in the way, so I had to cut sections out of there and roll that in for the wheel tubs. Getting it, I tigged everything up and getting the ends welded up in. When I got going, this is the bottom of the door. When I was starting to final block this, the door had really been smacked hard and the body line was caved in. It just didn't look right. So I had another 4-door that I was going to do something different with, so I cut the skin off, fixed the rust, and put that on. So here's a bunch of pictures of it in primer, getting ready to final block it and paint it. Here's the frame. Took it all apart, went out and had it sandblasted and then powder painted black, along with some suspension parts in the rear end and front end and a few pieces. Inside I'm working on panels for my interior pieces. Figured I'd do that instead of having to take it to, try to save me some money. That was the center section. The way I fixed it, the window would slide open. The rear section. Here's I bought the oil pan for the transmission with ribs in it, and I wanted it had some nice looking ribs. So what I'm going to do is match the oil pan and the dust cover for the flywheel to look all the same all the way across the bottom when you look underneath the car. So here I've bead rolled the center. I'm going to put it in the radius brake and radius those ends, or the sides there. I'm going to make one cut in the center there. I'm going to lay it over a T-dolly, which is right there in the vise, and push that down to the angle that I want, and then I'll cut the excess off and I can weld that up. So now I've laid it back on there, making it level with the transmission pan. On the front I had to smack that on an oxygen tank to get that a little bit more radius so it would fit better on the stock oil pan. Stock oil pan, I just used that much of it and welded all my stuff that I'm making onto it. Here's the one seam going down the side. And then all the way around, TIG welding all this in and making it all work together. So, somebody come along with a colored picture and took a picture of it. Here's the back section, putting that in, welding that all up. Here's the one with the dust cover in the center, so that finishes that all off. So when you look under the car, it's all chromed and pretty and straight all the way along. I know they used to sell some stuff called underwear. That's kind of where I got the idea. I can do that myself. Alright, here I sanded and primed the block and then painted it with a black epoxy. And here's the transmission and the headers. Just getting this thing put together. This is some pictures in the shop. Pictures of the exhaust and the spark plug just barely making it through there. I remember, every time I look at these pictures, I remember Ron Covell. I went to one of his seminars, and he told us to, when you got your chassis done and it's all pretty and ready to go, have a professional come and take some nice pictures of it, because it'll never be seen again. Well, this is what I got. Not too professional. It was in the dark, outside in front of the garage, just taking pictures of it. And I've got 5 guys coming over to help me lift the body up on there and sit it on. So I need to, at least I got some kind of pictures or something. And the more we look at these, it looks like I've got too many pictures. But anyway, you can just sit back and see what it looked like before I put the body on it. I used, try to stay with not too many colors. I used the gray and the black and the chrome through the undercarriage, and then ended up painting the car blue. Oh no, another blue vehicle. Anyway, we'll see me put the body on and get things kind of finalized the next set of pictures. So glad you're watching. Thanks.